control the pace early on, get this pistol round, maybe even find that opening gun round, and things obviously could look pretty good for them, but I think it is going to rely on them finding the early momentum. And, well, in terms of early momentum, it's straight down mid for FaZe. Twists is going to find the opening kill already. They spotted quite a few members actually pushing down, so the rest of them could be in trouble now, being hunted by these players in on second mid. As you can see, the trades actually coming through equal so far anyway, but the damage being done, I was going to say, leaves a couple of players pretty vulnerable. But Ships, nice pick off on Olaf Meister. They don't expect Rain to be in on the bomb site already, though, so he has the bomb plant stopped in its tracks, and it's all onto Ships now. 54 health and a one-on-one. The positive being he has a ton of time, at least.
He's going to try and flank around as well, going all the way through long. He's going to end up behind Ships, who may not realize this at all. If the timing doesn't tick over in his head, now he starts to realize, but it's not enough Rain. Is still just going to nail the instant headshot.
They know they don't have to budge. It's SKADE who are obviously feeling all the pressure with the time beginning to run low. They need to get in and try and get that bomb down. It is the main goal of this, so that they can try and pull out an extra few nades into the next round. But initially, it's going to be an MP9 that takes contact, and then Rain, he just mows them down. Great control on that FAMAS.
Focused on the screen, he's ready to try and push through the smoke when he thinks the time is right. But if he does, he's going to be vulnerable to Denislaw, who is watching for this exact thing. He's going to re-smoke, and it's actually just as Rain starts to push, but manages to get the kill nonetheless. Twist towards a pit. The MP9 at Rain. He's really going to go for that. He's got support from Brokey in the site, and Olafmeister as well. They are just making mincemeat out of this SKADE offense, as now it's all up towards Ships and Denislaw with 2 seconds left. Denny just needs to try and stay alive. AK. And he'll even find a kill onto Carrigan at least, so...
To the stairs or whatever they were looking down into. Or maybe glitched inside the logs. I don't know, but they don't have it. So that's very unfortunate. It's an MP9 and some pistols instead that they're going to be working with. Moving in through B, there's a smoke down. Brokey, bit of a wild spam, gets caught blinded in the open. And the MP9 works out well. They've gotten themselves a rifle now. Forget about the other one. They're managing all of the entries as it just falls apart for FaZe. Rain and Brokey on the bomb site are not able to deliver anything on the hold, and it looks like Twists and Olaf don't even want to give the retake a go. Oh, quick A-play. This is a perfect response to the last few rounds being the 3 players early on towards B for FaZe. Brokey not able to land either of the chances he gets, and now Olaf from balcony not able to do anything either. Needed to stand tall, needed at least a couple of kills from that, as Twists also tries to push in through the Moto smoke, and he's immediately caught in the open with a perfectly timed flash. There is no hope here for FaZe. They're torn apart by SKADE, and Range is backing off already. No hope, as you can see, falling back towards B. This time they won't be able to do anything with the saved weapon.
Backbone in that site to sort of hold things up as Brokey falls, so... Flashbang push out the balcony. SKADE getting brave, but Olafmeister will punish them. 2 quick kills from him, and with Caliber trying to push through a smoke as well. That's easy for Twist. That's not going to be a problem for him. They have managed to rectify the situation a little bit, SKADE, and get a couple in return, but it's Duplicate and Denislaw who are looking for the frags, and Denny, another one comes through now into that 2-on-2. Alongside Duplicate, they can win this round out despite that 3-man opening pick from the FaZe clan side, as Rain and Carrigan going to try pushing forwards. Denislaw still firing off on this AWP, eventually caught by Rain, and a beautiful 2-piece for him, as he'll catch Duplicate inside of the site, knows exactly where to put the crosshair.
They could still bring it back if they wanted, obviously, but the issue for SKADE being they'd have to move very quick towards Banana and not having the control.
Ooh, Carrigan almost caught there, trying to throw down some utility, but a 2-man spray down is certainly going to rectify that issue. Duplicated Ships wanting to get towards the arch, but they get picked off. Brokey now starting to get things going on that AWP as he finds Denislaw down towards bottom. Banana, and even a flick onto Rainwaker 2. It leaves it all up to Caliber, a 1 versus 5. Potentially try and just take guns away from FaZe, considering that FaZe don't have much of it themselves, but they'll hold on to this AK.
But as you said, just absolutely demolished as they were moving in through mid. Rain keeps a strong performance up. Everyone else doing a pretty decent job so far as well for FaZe. Brokey misses a shot just as I say that. The P250 though, it is the Owl reliable, but he's not able to get any more shots off, unfortunately, against that Mac 10. Mowed down, the off being upgraded to Olaf this time in under the balcony is in a very horrible position. Not sure of the player above him, of course. He can hear the footsteps moving in towards the bomb site. Can he get anything good from here is the question. Rainwaker just about to drop mid-air with the Galil, lands the headshot, and just as he lands himself on the ground, there will at least be a trade immediately back from Carrigan, but it's returned immediately itself by Kaluber. Although Rain has already worked his way up short, and they're both pinned in the back corner, so this is a big issue. Low health, it's enough with a toe shot onto Kaluber, and now Ships is all alone in the corner. There's not much that he can do as he gets spotted out by Rain. It honestly looked like he had the drop there on the first man.
SKADE certainly looking towards this B site, that's for sure. Not much in the way of fakery in this round. Rain has already found one, but instantly traded. It's Carrigan up top with a nice double. Gets down 2, and now he leaves his team in the man advantage, but the bomb might get planted. Broky's just pushing through the smoke. It's his own team's flashbang that swindles him there of the kill, and now Twist and Olofmeister need to try and reclaim this 2-on-2. Dennis Law, though he has the crosshairs bearing down on Twist, he spots out the leg. A couple of little jiggle peeks, not going to be enough to bait out the shot as his teammate Olofmeister is going to be creeping in towards the site, can't find the first shot, and now when Twist takes the peek, the initial shot's missed, but it's Dennis Law who will eventually close it down as SKADE finally.
It's a situation really where whoever loses is going to be going on towards the eco. Less so for SKADE because they have at least some loss bonus. But here we go, Carrigan, he's actually going to catch the first man, jumping around, smoke in hand. The spray down is going to be bound on towards Duplicate as well. And they just about managed to actually get the smoke popped in place in time. Lots of rotations coming through. Rain actually still remaining aggressive ahead of the smoke. Will be taken out. That's a little bit risky, but the molly there makes it so awkward for Kaluber. Had to even sit in the CT smoke. Fortunately, no spray comes through because he had been burned down incredibly low, but they flipped the man advantage back now in their own favor. SKADE getting the bomb planted, I think, is a whole different issue, but it doesn't look like they really care about it. Instead, forcing the players into the open, taking all of the kills, and suddenly leaving it all onto Twists. I love his hair cam, by the way.
Harm their economy, but I think Twist just wants to stay alive in towards a ruin to keep this M4 going. Into these sort of late round fakes, they've been going with a tactic of keep all 5 players together and give yourself as much of a chance of taking the side itself. But Brokey is going to just mow down 2 as they try and push through. Rain's there for assistance, and the round is, I was going to say, pretty much secured. As long as Carrigan can get at least one of these kills, it should be the FaZe round coming through, and it's shit. Oh, the spray not quite there with the first kill, but he manages to get it done in the end, and he even finishes up onto Dennis Law too.
The chance now potentially to still come out with 9, which obviously, with that being on the CT side and the current kind of amount of Inferno, that would be absolutely fantastic. SKADE definitely want a little bit more, but Rain spamming through the smoke manages to take out Ships. A big hole there that's just going to cause him to sink, and, well, a nice headshot as well from Twist there. I think Denislav manages to catch Duplicate with a team flash, unfortunately. They are going to try and move quickly on towards A, or at least that looks to be the goal. Unfortunately, as they go forward, everyone is just on their own. There's not a single chance at any of these points for a trade, except for maybe that second one towards mid, where it was just kind of unfortunate that he only peaked as Twists came out, not as the initial player had pushed forward. Good kill though by Rainwaker, gets a little bit of a punish, but realistically now it's going to be incredibly difficult to win out this 2-on-4 unless FaZe really just kind of give the chances away, and they're not going to. It's all on Rainwaker, and his legs have been spotted. 9-6 at the halftime, guys. I don't know, he's dropped off a little bit since the last match, so he must have had a few issues between the game. They have to keep on cloning him. Nah, it's just a poor performance. It happens sometimes. Normally one of the men who you can expect to put in pretty decent numbers as well, so an unfortunate timing for him to not be quite landing on the shots. But I think this pistol round would be an opportune time, of course, for him to go ahead and step up, and they're going to need it, because at the moment it's a struggle. The entries towards that A-bomb site all come in favor of FaZe, but look how quick it's going to be moving in for SKADE. They don't wait to even give a chance for the bomb to go down. Ships finds himself too as they push through, and they've taken that bomb, as I said, under their control on the bomb site, but they're both just kind of pinned in. It's all on Ships now, and Brokey on the USP tapping heads is going to put the pistol round in favor of FaZe.
Doing a good job, and this is something I always like to see with SKADE on Inferno. Ships bringing out the Mag 7. He loves playing it over towards Banana. He loves going for those jump shots over the wall, and Dennis Law not need a jump shot with that one, because that is just a 50 cal round straight through the cranium of Carrigan.
not ideal, especially when they haven't gone heavy on the weapons. They've got 3 Mach 10s in play right now, so these Deagles, while the range is still kind of kept between them, rather, could do quite some serious damage indeed. Rainmaker gets the first maneuver. He's good for one, as is Denislav, and Brokey doesn't even have his weapon in his hand when he finds the fight. Ships on the shotgun. That Mag 7 you had mentioned finally gets a little bit of action, and SKADE steal it away.
Lovely shot, though, to open it up. Little does he know, it's only Karrigan who's really working towards this A site right now. The rest of this FaZe side, they're all stuck outside of B, and they're going to start dropping utility ships. A beautiful flash through is able to take twists out of action and delay this advance in towards the site. Duplicate can't do anything, and now it's Ships alone to try and hold the line. Brokey's going to be able to gun him down, doubles up onto Rainmaker. 7 seconds, they need to get this bomb planted. And Caliber, Denislaw, they need to try and deny the plant. Denislaw, he's going to go through and deny the round at least. The plant does go down, but that Mach 10 is just fearsome.
For now, it's not like SKADE have really bothered too much. They had begun to rotate Rainmaker when the initial kind of bit of utility was tossed in, but it sent him back now, so it is still only the 2 players here to defend as the push comes true. But speaking of the pushes coming true, Ships, he's a madman. Charges through the CT smoke. A flash from his teammate is perfect, but Duplicate can't find anything. He needed at least 1 kill, ideally, but his teammate in the spawn manages to catch it through the smoke instead.
Difficult odds. At least with a bomb planted, they can play this post-plant situation with Olof over towards Banana. It's not planted in a great position, though, for him. Opposite side of the fountain towards the dark. Brokey didn't have much options, but Olofmeister, a huge kill. Brokey chimes in with one of his own, and it's Caliber getting naded down alone against 2. I think he's just going to have to back away despite that kill onto Brokey. It's surely an unwinnable situation, and he is just going to hightail it out of there. As FaZe will tie this game back up. Not an easy round, it's not a clean round, but at least it's another round. That's what matters right now. In the form of Denislaw, and if he was able to bait out a peek from that AWP, or a shot from that AWP rather, he might be on for a kill, but it's going to be the B site, and shit, close range with a Mag 7, he's just going to stuff his buckshot straight into Twist, and it's a complete shutdown of the round. Just Brokey remains, everybody else laid to waste, and 30 seconds on the clock. Is he going to try it? He's going to go for it, but Duplicate, another kill for him. A couple in that round might be, and Dennis looking beyond for another easy shot onto Brokey, but Rain is going to gun him down. Good work to at least limit the deficit. Denislaw did find 2 before he went down, but at least it's 2 with a reply from Rain. As this hit towards the A site needs to be methodical, needs to be clean, and Olofmeister and Rain are going to try and do their best. Ships is now left with that Mag 7 on the retake. Not the best weapon, but he will be able to upgrade into the AWP, maybe an AK if he prefers towards top mid. He's actually going to switch back to the shotgun. Oh my lord. What an absolute weapon, and I'm not talking about the shotgun either, as he's pushing in towards the site, trying to be a bit of a distraction as he gets caught, but it's Karrigan and Rain finding the success that FaZe needed.
Indeed, and with the 4-on-5 that FaZe need to recover from, I was going to say it's looking a little bit awkward for FaZe, but never mind. Karrigan, in the meantime, has gone ahead and got himself the trade back onto the aforementioned Denislav, as he gets caught this time peeking in towards short, so that's going to be a bit of an issue. The op is being lost. It's now a very quick push coming on towards that A-bomb site, and it's only Rainmaker left to try and hold it off. He's got himself one. The second is going to come his way as well, before he eventually is overrun, but he's given them a fighting chance now in the retake, and Ships is very quickly abandoned ship when it comes to the Mag 7. Is there an upgrade for him, though? This is the issue, man. There we go. He gets himself the op. He is very capable on that weapon as well. We'll see what can be done. In towards the grave, though. Karrigan pops up with the timing. Here's the op shot. Knows only one of the players at that point can even possibly fire at him. Yeah, I'm liking the stack again, though, being called this time around top Banana. The M4 is a little bit further back, just ready to play off of the contact here of the Duplicate on the MP9. You've then got the shotgun tucked in as well. And they're just going to go kind of crazy on this one. Duplicate did get the initial kill, but Brokey on the op finds all of the support that Ships had, and even gets himself the 3rd kill. Brokey does it all over towards the top of Banana. The op to do absolute work. And it's unfortunate because look at the health onto both Karrigan and Rain. This is one that could have been turned around with a couple extra shots landed. but it's not going to be done by Kaluber anyway. He tries to charge through the smoke. It was likely called that good damage had been done, so you can kind of understand what he was doing right there. They're obviously in a pretty desperate situation as well. You need to take some gambles. It wouldn't have been a lot to save over the Deagle either way. But this FAMAS, on the other hand, would be really useful just to give the chips. Or this AK. There we go. Thank you, Ryan.
He had the opportunity with the shotgun. He had it. Everything was lined up. Everything. It seemed like the stars were aligning. Low HP players. They're all pushing him. He's jump shotting. And just nothing comes from it.
And it looks like indeed this is where the commitment's going to come in now. 3 players still there, only now beginning to actually rotate the extra over. Kaluber, he's going to have the back of one right in front of him. The flash had kept him blind for so long, and he's the only man to put in any sort of a defense. A single kill on that A-bomb site is all that comes through. Suddenly Ships and Duplicate have to pull off the clutch. And while Ships is going to get himself the first kill, at least on Twists, as he pushes up, but he needs to get his teammate alongside him as well, because they need to be moving quickly now. Wise, there's only a single flash. They're caught as they come through that Moto smoke as well, and it's a trade onto Duplicate that ends it out. 16-13 for FaZe in the end.